Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first class for Fit for Golf. Yes, it is. Now, this is suitable for anybody, as I've been saying, and anyone who wants a strong and stable core and more flexible hips, more flexible shoulders. This class is for you. So it's suitable for golf, it's suitable for tennis, it's suitable for gardening, it's suitable for everyday life. All right. So just a disclaimer here. So you're going to need a mat and you're going to need your tube at some point in time in this class. And I'm going to start off with just a quick introduction with my wonderful assistant, Carl. My other assistant back there, John. We'll use him later too. So, as you can see, Carl is all set up here to address the ball. Or if you're going to address with the ball with the tennis racket, same idea. But I want to talk about the 3 curves and neutral spine. He's in almost athletic stance. He doesn't have his knees soft because my hands aren't underneath him holding them. But you see you have a cervical curve here, you have a thoracic curve here, and you have a lumbar curve. We need to maintain these 3 natural curves. And you also see he's sticking his butt out a little bit, just a little bit. Now if we had got him to bend his knees a bit, he'd be in perfect athletic stance. You'll hear me talk about athletic stance a lot. Now, also, what's right here in the front and the sides and the back, if you take it all the way around, think of this is Carl, Carl's corset. So when I say core, connect to the core, I'm talking about a corset all the way around. And we activate that corset, not by sucking in the belly button, because if we did, that would destabilize the spine. Not by tucking under the pelvis. That takes these natural curves out, and therefore you have a weakened area that potentially could cause a problem here, because these discs are the strongest, the vertebrae are the strongest when they're in their natural curves. So you do that by just tightening. If I asked you to tighten your arm, you could tighten your arm. You wouldn't have to pull it in. Just tighten all the way around. All right, we ready to get started? We're going to do a little bit of a warm-up, and then we'll get right into the exercise. It's not like a fitness class. It's a little different, but we will, the music's there. It's just in the background. We're just going to use it to just kind of inspire us a little bit. So we'll bring Carl back over here. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Lovely. I'll just turn that up a smidgen. Feel free to have some water handy if you need it. Now we're just going to march it out, just to try to get our bodies a little warm. Nice and simple. Nice and easy. Let's go heels in front. Stick your heel out in front. Now obviously you're not going to warm up like this on the golf course. You're going to walk to the golf course. You're going to walk down to the whatever driving range, or maybe just walk around the course a little bit to warm up, or maybe you warm up at home. But we need to get warm because we come down to a cold basement. We need to get warm. Here we go. Let's warm up the shoulders. Circle them out. Nice and simple. This is probably the most like a fitness class that we'll do tonight. Everything else is going to be specific exercises. But we've got to get that body warm. Toe to the side. Reach up. Big stretch. Good. That's it. Now heel presses straight back and warm up your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, drive them down. Press those heels down. Good. That's it. Now knees up. Here we go. Knees up. You're thinking, what's this got to do with golf? Again, we're just warming up. Whatever it takes to get your body a little warmer. Want to make sure we move all the joints. Get the synovial juices flowing in them. Get those shock absorber joints to be nice and supple. Now take the right leg only and circle. You're going to see us do a little bit of balance work through this warm-up as well, and through the workout. Because any rotational sports or leisure activities requires balance. Everyday life does. 2 more. Last one. Step touch, step and tap, just side to side. Now let's warm up the shoulder. Lead with your thumb. It opens up the shoulder a little bit more. Good. Now curl the heel back. Step and curl. Warm up that back again. You got it. Nice and simple. Good. Now, straight leg back. Squeeze the glutes, connect to the core. That's it. We're just opening up the hips. So this is something you want to do before you go to the golf course or before you go to the tennis courts. You're not comfortable doing this warm-up in front of everybody. That's okay. You've got this video. Do it in the privacy of your own home. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bend the knees. Let the knees go forward. Good. So we're letting the knees go forward, keeping the heels down, stretching deep inside the calves. That's it. Now circle those knees. Circle. Yes. And circle the other way. You can start to think about the core now. Think about your corset that you're activating. Let the knees go forward again. Good job. Now knees up, left, right. Here we go. Up and over. We got that other hip to do. We did the right one, now we got to do the left one. Here we go. Left leg only. Take it up and open, up and open, up and open. Now, if your range of motion is a little more restricted, that's okay. Go to the level that you can do. Go to the range of motion that feels okay for you. But we want to get that hip a little more mobile. Nice. 2 more. Last one. Now step touch. Big circle. Good. We're almost done the warm-up. Body should be getting a little warmer now. Nice. Good job. Now, you're going to bring your leg to the front. We call this toy soldier. Pull the toe to the nose. And what it does is give your hamstrings, the back of your leg, just a nice little stretch, just a little wake-up call. We're going to do some Aldoas later that will target the hamstrings. Last 2. Last 1. Good job. Okay. Now, just let your legs go comfortable. We're going to do a half circle up and a half circle down. So you come up, show the back of your hand, come down, show the front of your hand. Half circle up, half circle down. Yeah. And you can just let your hips go if you want. Keep them moving. If you want to pedal your heels, that's fine. Whatever you feel like doing. Just get those shoulders a little warmer. Nice. Now, other side. Show the back of the hand, show the front of the hand. Back the hand and the palm. That's it. The back and the palm. Good. Just a half circle here. It's external rotation and internal rotation. Our shoulder needs to do both. Yeah. Good. Last 2. And last 1. Good job. Now full circles. Full circles. Lead with your thumbs. Nice. Core connected. Nice. Now open front. Open. Notice how limited or how well you can open your chest. Okay, we're going to do an Aldoa for the shoulder in a second. And you'll be able to see, hopefully, a difference in if you've got a little more improved range of motion. Last 2. Last 1. Good job. Okay, here comes our first Aldoa. What's an Aldoa? Aldoa is a French acronym created by French osteopath Guy Boyer. We're going to do a lot of Aldoas in this class. Aldoas have been They're just amazing for improving flexibility. And it's a French acronym that basically stands for elongation through the longitudinal axis to decoapt your joints. Now, decoapt is not a bad thing. It's not a dislocation. It's to create space. So when you create space, the fascia, the nerves, the arteries, the veins, everything can just, the lymphatic tissue can just go, oh, and you get a lot more relief from what gravity has compressed all of these years and all day long. So let's start with the right arm, the left arm. Now with Aldoas, you're going to have to really extend the wrist. So this isn't going to do it. You've got to extend the wrist. So we're going to take it down, this left arm down, externally rotate the shoulder and really extend the wrist. Now the right arm, extend the wrist, turn it in, turn it out. Notice where you feel the most tension. Okay, tonight it might be one spot, next week it might be different. For me, it's right there. You got your spot, John? Okay, so everybody's might be a little different. Now, bring the chin back. Give yourself a double chin. Good, lengthen through the spine, push through the palms of the hands, and push to the top of the head. Now with the legs, turn your hips in, lock out the knees, push, push, push. And when the fascial system kicks in, you'll feel this right arm go whoop, get longer. Because you're actually decoapting the joint in a good way. Yeah. Breathe in, breathe into it. Good, and relax. Good, let's do the other side. Ideally, you're going to do these Aldoas for 10 breaths. We may or may not hold them quite that long, just to get through things. So if you're doing this at another time, you want to pause it and hold it for those 10 breaths, go ahead. Okay, we got the left side too. Externally rotate the right arm. It just goes down. Chest lifted. Double chin. Take the left arm, extend it. Now, turn it in, turn it out. Where do you feel the tension? Okay, for me, it's way down there. Where's yours, Johnny? Got your spot? Take your wrist back a little more. Pull your fingers back. Back. That's it? Uh-oh. He's got some work to do. Okay, so we got our spots. Now, push to the top of the head. Push through the palms of the hands. Now push. 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 Turn the toes in. Lock out the knees. Push. So we're using our fascial chains that go from the tips of our fingers to the tips of our toes to put tension in the system. And when the system has tension, then it can, oh yes, allow the vertebral column to decoapt. There it goes. There goes my left arm. Woo! And then bring one arm in and the other arm in and relax the legs. Nice. Okay, now, check out the difference. Wow. Yes, for me, it's a big difference. How about you, John? Yep, you can feel it. A lot more range of motion through the chest, through the shoulders. It feels amazing. Good. Now, legs wide. Tap, tap, tap. We're going to do a little rotation now. For golfing, for tennis, for pickleball, for anything that you rotate, so that's like in everyday life, we rotate, we garden, we pull weeds. You want to have rotation. Now, if you remember, Carl, in this 3 curves, you need to rotate here at the thoracic spine rather than down low in the lumbar spine. That's meant to be a stabilizer. It's not really meant to rotate. You want to rotate the hips, yes, and the thoracic spine. And this is where golfers get into trouble. Or anybody that does any rotation, shoveling, for example, because they don't have enough mobility in that thoracic spine, just let the arms go, and they start to rotate the lumbar spine. That's not meant to do that, and then they get stuck. And then you need people like myself or other therapists to help you out. So anybody joining us new tonight, now we're going to start to rotate. Lift your right heel, left heel, and rotate to the right. That's it. Turn your hip, take your hip with you. For anyone that doesn't know me, yes, I didn't introduce myself because I think a lot of people do know me, but we do have a couple new people that have joined us. So I'm an osteopathic manual practitioner. I'm also a fitness instructor since 1974. Not the osteopath, the fitness instructor. Personal trainer since the early 90s, and exercise therapist. I'm a golf enthusiast. No, I'm not a great golfer. but I love it. And I understand the body, and I can help you maybe be injury-free this summer, or maybe get a little bit more out of the swing. Here we go. Rotate. Take those arms. Now take it behind you. Turn, look over that right shoulder. Good job. 4, 3, 2, last one. Now tap it. Tap it. Good. Swing it out. There we go. To the left. Now bring your right heel up. Bring your right heel around. Turn to the left. This rotational thing is going to become very important because we're going to do it with tubing, we're going to do it on the floor, you're going to see a lot. So now we're going to focus, let the arms go. That's it. Bring the hip around. Good. When you're ready, you can turn your head and look over your left shoulder. And if you want, your eyes can look over your left shoulder. Now bring the right hip right around. A lot of people will twist like this. It's a rotation. Bring your hip with you. Yes. Good. A little higher with the arms. Breathe it out. Slow it down if you need to. There's no rush. We're just trying to get our rotational feel here. Now, connect to that core. Remember, the core sit. Just tighten it. And if I was sucking it in, I'd have to hold my breath and I wouldn't be able to talk very long. That doesn't get you down very far walking down the fairway. So you just tighten. You just tighten. Look over the left shoulder. When we go to the floor, I'll get you to check yourself. Last 2. Last 1. Good job. Now roll the shoulders back. Excellent. Now roll the shoulders forward. Nice. Good. Cross the arms. Right one over left. Reach back. Rotate. Rotate. Again, just at the thoracic spine. Keep the elbows high. So, I know John doesn't have a bra on, but I do. You're at about the bra line. Around mid-thoracic. Just rotate side to side. Good. Good. Now circle. Circle towards the right. Remember, we're doing this just with our upper T-spine. Our upper T stands for thoracic. Sometimes some people call it dorsal spine. But your upper back. Good. Now down and up. Now when you do this, we're not going all the way down here. We're just going to that bra line and then back. Flexion, extension. Good. Nice. And we'll do some Eldoas for the T-spine tonight. Good. Now down and switch it up. Now the left arm over right. Okay? Rotate left, rotate right. Just at the bra line, so you're not twisting the low back. Stay tall. If you want to lift the heel and release the heel, go ahead. Good. Nice. Just side to side, shoulders down. Just the rotation, side to side. Do not push yourself through any pain. This all should feel good. Nothing should hurt. If it does, you need to call me. Call whoever therapist you go to. Get them to check it out. Good. Now circle to the left. Circle. Just with that upper T-spine. Great. Nice. Around the bra line. How you making it, John? He's got not so great thoracic mobility, so I'm pretty excited about this program that he's doing it with me, because he's going to see a big difference in his swing. Here we go. Now we go up and down, but not all the way. Up and down. Just at the T-spine. So not all the way down here. Up, down to the bra. Back up. Keep your neck neutral. Breathe. Good. Nice. That's it. Good. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Shake it out. Good job. Okay, now we're going to use our tube. If you don't have a tube yet, you can try doing these exercises without. I mean, we're going to do rotation, but the tube just adds a little extra element. So you can see John has his hooked on the doorknob. What we did. So hopefully you have a doorknob close by. I have a pole that it's just out of camera here that I've got mine hooked to. And, or you might use the railing of a stairway, hook it on that, whatever works for you. So we're gonna hook it around what I call an anchor. You're gonna hold both tubes down by your belly button, okay? Now, to make sure we're all on the same foot, let's have our left shoulder face whatever anchor you're using. So your left shoulder faces your anchor, keeping the tube here. Now, if the double tube is too much, you can hold one. Well, I guess that's not going to work because of the way we're doing it. But anyway, hold it right here. I'll show you how to do it, but I'll be out of camera. So we're going to rotate towards the right, lift your left heel, and bring it back, just like we did in the warm-up. Okay? Keep those hands by your belly. Now, if your double tube is too much, you can loop it through like this, but I'd be way over here if I held the handle. Now I've just got a single tube here, and it's lighter. All right? So you pick what works for you. I'm going to go back to my double. Now, really important here that you keep it by your belly button, rotate, lift the heel. That's it. Nice. Bring that right hip all the way around so that your pelvis is facing the way you're going. You okay? Mm-hmm. Stay tall. You don't want to lean. You want to stay up tall. Good. Keep that athletic stance and the core is in control. Yeah. Sometimes it helps if you smile. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good job. Now we're going to go the other way. I'll see if I can figure out a way that I'm not got my back to you. I think I'll come over here by Johnny. So your right shoulder is now facing the anchor. You have the tubes by your belly button. Legs a little bit wider than athletic stance. You're going to rotate to the left. Lift your right heel. Good. Rotate. Now bring that left hip, that right hip all the way around. Bring it around. So both hips are facing the same way. Stand tall. Breathe. Make the rotation with your core. Breathe. Breathe. Good. Fire it up as you rotate and fire as you slow it down to come back. You're going to avoid this. Woo! You don't want the tube to control you. You control the tube. 8 more. Last 4. Last 2. Last 1. Nice job. Okay, take your tube off your anchor. And we're going to stand on one end of it. Okay, we're going to stand on it with our left foot. Okay, you're going to take the tube handle in both hands. Now, when you stand on this tube, it's important you stand on it with the ball of your foot because we're going to lift the heel and rotate. Is that right? So it's like you're stamping a bug out. Make sure you stamp on the tube like that because if you just hold it with your foot when you lift your heel, the tube's going to go flying, which is not what you want. All right, so you're standing on with your ball of your foot. You've got the tube here. Rotate, lift the heel. Are you going to lose your tube? Okay, hopefully not. All right, now here we go. Swing it out. I need a little bit more tube. So I was being quite generous with myself there. A little ambitious. And then when it's a little easy, I'll just... Good, so rotate, bring it through. If you find it too challenging, feel free to loosen up on your tube. Remember, you've got the tube underneath the ball of your foot because you got to lift your heel. You don't want to lock your foot in. So bring your hip all the way around. Good. Nice. Your right foot is turned out a little bit. And losing it. There we go. Last two. Last one. Yes? Okay, other side. Now, again, you're going to put it on the part of your foot like you're stomping out a bug. Okay? So get it under the ball of your foot so when you turn and rotate, the tube doesn't go flying. All right? So we'll start just with the rotation. Just hold your tube here at your belly. Rotate around. Oops, gotta go back a little bit. There we go. Lift the heel. Keep the tube underneath, anchored underneath your foot. Rotate. Rotate. Good job. Now, here we go. Rotate. Rotate and bring it up. Good. Whoops. See, that's what happens when it's not right underneath your toe. I felt it sliding. There we go. Lift the heel. Turn your hips. So your right hip turns right around. The left toe is turned out. You gotta breathe. Good. Last 4. 3. I knew that was happening. I felt it slip. I don't know, what number are we on, John? Last one? Good. Okay. Now, there's 2 of you, your partner could stand on it. Here, just stand on it, huh? Oh. Put your foot on it. Whole foot on it. Okay? So you could do it, and then you've got a lot more freedom. If you've got something you can attach it to, like, I don't know, underneath a coach, that's down below, that would be great. Hey, well, no, we don't have any lamps on that desk. We don't have anything here. Actually, down there, but it slides up. Anyway, that's okay. We made it work. All right, gonna grab your mat. Now, a couple things before we use our mat, but I'll just get it out. I know there's some people out there with some iffy knees. So we are gonna do some exercises where we're down on our knee. So you might wanna use a gardening pad. That could be helpful. That you're not putting compression in the knee so much. We're also not going to be right on the kneecap. We're going to come off the kneecap and come a little bit forward. Okay? All right. Okay, here we go. Now the first one, come down on your right knee. Take your left leg open. Now, only open as far as you can where you don't turn your hips. Keep everything facing straight ahead. You can do this in a chair. I'll go grab a chair. It's not quite as effective, but if your knee's saying, I can't do this, then do this in a chair. All right, so only open it as far as you can. I'm going to get you started, and then I'm going to go grab a chair and show you how to do it off the chair. So this is for the hip opener. This arm externally rotates. It goes up, double chin. This arm externally rotates and it's in front. Now, double chin, push through the top of the head, push through the palms of the hands. Push, push, push. Okay, keep going, keep going. I'll grab a chair. Now keep pushing, arm a little higher there, John. Got one on the bottom, no, right in front of you, right in front of you. That's it, the other arm right up tall. Right up tall. Oh, it gives me a good chance to, oh. Somebody's fascial chains are really tight. Push up through. Okay, so you can do this like this. It's not the best, but at least it's getting that opener. Double chin, this arm up, this arm in front. Okay, bring it in, let's switch sides. I'll do this one on the chair. Take the right knee open as far as you can go that you don't rotate your hips. Okay, this leg is down for those of you that are on the floor. Oh, I'm gonna get that down. Get it down a little bit. Maybe I can get over the side. Now, a chair with no arms is ideal. There we go. Okay, double chin. This arm in front, this arm up. Push to the palms of the hands. Top of the head to the ceiling. Push, push, push. Push. And as you feel this hip opening, open it a little more. Okay, you got it? Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Looks like we're done now. I lost count. Forget where we are. There we are. Push through those hands. And as you feel the release, you can open up the leg. Oh, yes. Hip opener. Good. Bring one arm down at a time, the other arm in. Okay, we're going to go back to the other leg. So back on the right knee. Take your left foot in front. Lean forward, get off your kneecap. Again, you have the kneeling pad if you want. Double chin. Externally rotate, externally rotate. I'll show you in the chair in a second. Now, with the right foot, take it out a little bit so that your right hip is internally rotated. Push to the palms, push to the top of the head. Push, push, push. Breathe, breathe. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. That's it. Come on, push, 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 push. Top of the head to the ceiling. Breathe deep. Breathe into it. Keep going. I'm going to go on the chair now and show you how to do it on the chair. Again, you need a chair with no arms so that you can get over on the edge. Take that leg back. Same idea. Okay? Got it? Let's switch. Take the left foot out a little bit so that you put that left hip in internal rotation. Get off your kneecap. Double chin, externally rotate, top of the head to the ceiling. Now squeeze your bum, push your hips forward. Push, push, push to the palms of the hands, push, 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 push. Breathe. Yeah. Push, push, push. Yes. Push. Keep pushing through the palms of the hands, pull that chin back, top of the head. There we go, one arm at a time. Again, the reason why the strange position with the arms and the strange position with the legs is that we're trying to put the fascial chains under tension. And when we have the fascial chains under tension, then that will assist us. Okay, let's come down on our hands and knees. Cat, cow. Arch up, sink down. Good. Again, if you have trouble on your knees, you can do this in a chair. Cat, cow. Cat, cow. All right? This is for mobility of the spine. It's just warming it up. Good. Now, we're going to go on to what's called bird dog. Now, bird dog, you're going to extend one leg and extend the opposite arm. So John will do it on the floor. I'll do it in the chair. Once I show you the modification, I'll get down on the floor and do it. Okay? So, we're like this now. If your wrists aren't the happiest, you can do it up here. So we're going to extend one leg, extend the opposite arm, thumb to the ceiling. Hold it. The key here is hips are level. You're not hiking your hip up. All right, let's do it this side so you can see me in the camera more. Hold it. Good. Double chin. Thumb to the ceiling. Now, if your balance is solid as a rock, you can play with it. don't do that yet. Let's switch it up. Again, you can modify it with the chair like I just showed you. Okay, take that leg back. Push out of this shoulder, push out of this hip. Extend the opposite arm. Careful that the hip isn't high. It's level. Shoulder away from the ear. You can play with your balance if you're solid. If you're not, stay right there. Breathe. Breathe. Good job. Now come back and just go hip to hip, side to side. Hips one way, then the other way. Just feeling a little bit more mobility in the hip. Good. Now come on out to plank. Now, there are many options of plank. Gonna do it from your toes, sir? John's gonna do it straight arms and straight legs. Just drop your hips a little bit. Your hands are a little high. Bring them down towards your waist just a little bit. And your fingers straight ahead. Okay, so that's how you do a plank from the toes. You can do it from the knees and from the elbows. All right? Push through those forearms. Push through the forearms. Shoulders down away from your ears. Hold it. Breathe. When you have to take a break, just go down and take a break. All right? And then back and join us. Planks are amazing for core stability, core strength. We'll be doing a fair amount of planking. And we'll be doing eventually plank rotations. But this is our first class. I want people to want to come back. Breathe it. Push down through those arms or those hands. Shoulders away from the ears. Okay, come down to the floor. Now back extension. Only come as high as you're comfortable. If you're only comfortable here, that's where you go. All right? Relax the glutes. Keep the hips on the floor. And down. Now, this one's hard to see, but I'm going to do cat-cow with my upper T-spine, right at the base of my neck. Not my neck, but with the base of the upper T-spine. So I'm going to put my forehead in my hands, and I'm going to scoop my hands towards my chest. That puts my upper T-spine in cat. All right, the arch up. Now cow, we're not going to bring your head back like that because it's not cat-cow for the neck. It's cat-cow for the upper T-spine. So you scoop in, and for cow, you extend the head like a turtle coming out of its shell. Extend. Without bringing the head back. Bring it forward, bring the hands forward towards your chest. Your forehead's resting on the hands. And now extend that upper T-spine, which actually puts you in a little bit of extension, like a turtle coming out of its shell. Curl it in. Good, and now extend. Good, John, you got it. Curl in. It's a very subtle movement, but oh so effective for us with tight necks. Yeah. So many people come into my clinic with upper thoracic spine, very poor mobility. So bring the hands in, and then extend it for cow. Hold in for cat. Extend it for cow. One more. Hold in, and extend it. Nice job. Okay, we're going to roll over on our backs. Good. Now, I promised you we would be monitoring our core. And you might want to kick your sneakers off if you have sneakers on. So I can get them off. Just so my feet will slide better. Okay. So you're going to monitor right here, like your hands are on your hips. Because you're monitoring not just the front, but the sides and the back. Now, unless you have really large hands and a really small waist, you're probably not getting your thumbs in the back. All right, I'm going to just put my fingers right there, and then I'm going to fire. Just tighten, not suck in, just tighten. Activate it. And it should feel like a hardwood floor. And I got some shag carpeting to go through there, but I got a hardwood floor underneath it. And you want to maintain that. And you've got to monitor it because the body is like, ooh, let me just go off and on. So fire it up, keep it fired. Take the right heel, slide it out. Bring it back in. Do not lose this firing. Slide it out. Bring it back in. One thing you won't see me ever do in class here is sit-ups. Because sit-ups are ineffective. According to Dr. Stuart McGill, who's the world's leading expert on back care, 730 pounds of pressure on the disc with one sit-up. So I'm not taking those chances with my back, and I don't want to take those chances with your back. Plus, it's ineffective. It's not functional. So we're just getting the core in control here. Good. Now let's switch sides. Just slide the left leg up. You don't lose that hardwood floor. You should still be able to talk. You should still be able to breathe. And keeping that fired up without the shoulders going up towards the ears. Keep them down, keep them relaxed. Good. Slide it out, slide it in. These are called Charmin slides. And they're like the basic core exercise that we do. We'll start to advance to more intense versions, but you can always come back to this. Okay, now let's go back to the right leg. Fire up, open, close. Just open the knee. Nope, just keep the knee bent, John. Right leg, open. Open, close. Take a look over here. Open, yeah. Now this puts a little different challenge on it, because if you really just let it go, woo, the hips go. And guess what's off? This. We want that on. Open, close. Open, close. Good. Breathe it. And switch. Other side. Open, close. Open, close. Good. Today's class, normally class will be about 45 minutes. Today's going to be a little longer because we had that explanation in the beginning. I've got a few Aldoas that we're going to finish off with. And each week we'll grow on our exercises that we've done. What I recommend is you do this class at least one more time this week. 2 would be better. Or you can do the Bliss class or the Core and Restore, because very similar things are in that. Good. Last one. Let's do one more. Okay, there we go. Now, keep your heels close to your derriere. Fire up that core. Push your derriere up to the ceiling. Now, if you instantly get a cramp in the back of the leg, guess what? You're using your hamstrings too much. You've got to get in your mind's eye and get into your butt. Make your butt do the work. Relax your shoulders. Keep this core on. This is where I get a little bit issue because this side will go off. This is the side I had sciatic pain last week. So I've really got to focus to get it to go back on. And that comes from mind power, yeah. Got to really think about it. I don't know if I'm out of camera or not. I'll come down a little bit. Looks like I'm out of camera. My head's cut off. Breathing. Again, if you're getting that hamstring cramp, stop, take a break, pull your heels closer to your derriere, focus on your butt, doing the work. Last 4 and 3. Keep this on even as you lower. Keep it on as you go up and as you lower. Last 1. Good job. And just windshield wipers back and forth. Nice. Okay, we're going to do some Aldoas for our upper C-spine, our lower part of our C-spine as well. We'll start off with C6, C7. Bring the knee into the chest, then the other knee. Okay, bring it in as close as you can. Double chin, externally rotate each arm down below by your sides. Now you're going to lift your head up if you can. If your neck says come back down and just really double chin it, okay? Push through the heels of the hands, pull the toes to the nose, breathe, C6, C7. Breathe the lower part of your spine, or your cervical spine. Push through the hands, lower one arm at a time, lower one leg at a time. Some windshield wipers, okay? So that opened up that lower part of the neck where it joins onto the thoracic spine. Okay, let's go on to the thoracic spine, the upper T-spine. Bring the knee back in. Okay? Pull the toes to the nose. Double chin. Externally rotate, externally rotate. Now bring them up and open. Double chin, slightly lift the head up off the floor, slightly. So it's just a slight lift. Double chin, push through the hands, pull the toes to the nose, push through the top of the head. Double chin if you can't lift. Oh, there it goes. One arm in at a time, one leg down at a time. Windshield wipers, nice. Good job. Okay, we're going to skip. We're not going to get a chance to do every level. We're going to skip down to mid-thoracic. Let's rotate over onto our abdomen. Come back here. Going to curl your toes underneath. Take your hands out. Now, can't see me, but I'm going to be in double chin. All right? Double chin. Push through the top of the head, push through the tailbone. So your force is going this way and this way. That's why L-DOAs are a little challenging because it's hard. Like, what is she doing? You really have to kind of get into your own force here. Okay, double chin, push through the top of the head, push through the tailbone, and you're going to feel the mid-thoracic release. And breathe. There it goes. Good. Nice. And one up and have a seat. Now, I'm going to get John to demonstrate this against the wall because I think he might have a bit of challenge with this anyway. So you're going to go right up against the wall, John. And we're going to bend our knees with our feet flat on the floor. This is for a little bit lower in the thoracic spine. We're still in that upper part of the back. So bend the knees. You'll see this foot doesn't quite go to the floor because I don't have, this is the leg I broke and the foot I broke and it just won't go down into plantar flexion. Now, if you fall back like this, you need to do like John and you need to be against the wall. Okay, so let's do cross leg first.
Legs crossed?
Yeah, do leg cross and then we'll do that one. All right, sitting tall, double chin, top of the head away. One arm goes up, the other arm goes up, push. Top of the head to the ceiling, fingers to the ceiling. Now open up the knees. This is about T7, T8. Breathe, push, 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 breathe, breathe, breathe. Top of the head away. Fingers to the ceiling, breathe, breathe. You start to feel that release around below the bra line. One arm down at a time. Okay, now the layer below it, level below it. Sit up tall. If you start to fall back, you can do it against a wall. Now, we want to get you eventually away from the wall. So we're working core stability here as well as vertebral spacing, allowing the vertebral column to open up a little bit, which will help you rotate better. Okay, nice and tall. Double chin. Get on your sits bones. Externally rotate and hold. Okay, push, 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 push. Push, push, push through the top of the head, push through the hands, breathe, breathe, breathe. Push, 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 push. Push. There it goes. I can feel it releasing. T8, T9. Beautiful. And one arm down at a time, relax the legs. Okie dokie. We're going to just do 2 for the lumbar spine. We're We're going to do L4 and L5 and L5S1. Those are the two workhorses for the low back. We'll eventually get all of them in, but it's tough to fit everything in just this little bit of time that we have together. So L4, L5, your knees are bent and your ankles are in dorsiflexion. Pull your toes towards your nose. Get on your sits bones. Now again, that's it, John. Get your bum back towards the wall a little bit more. There you go. He's gonna get some really good thoracic work out of this. Okay, nice and tall, double chin. Externally rotate, push it up, push it up, push it up. Good. Push. Breathe. Careful if you're falling back, you need to be against the sofa or against the wall like John. Push through the hands, push through the heels of the hand, pull the toes to the nose. Double chin, top of the head away. Push, push, push. These are not easy. You're probably out there going, what is she doing? They're not easy. The first time I did them, I was shaking like this, thinking, how am I ever going to teach this? They're challenging. It's taken me a long time to be able to do these. There we go, one arm down at a time and relax. Okay, that's L4, L5. Before we go to the wall for L5S1, we're going to do a hamstring. So take one leg out in front, internally rotate it, double chin, tip at the hip, externally rotate, externally rotate. Now, if you're only tipping forward a little bit, that's fine, because we don't want you rounding your back. All right, so the leg is in front, but it's internally rotated, bending at the hips, externally rotate each arm, pull those fingers back, double chin, top of the head to the ceiling, no, not to the ceiling, away from you. Breathe, now pull that toe to the nose, almost at the heel comes up. Pull, 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 pull. You're eventually going to feel this in the back of the thigh. And as it softens, go a little further into it. Breathe. And release. Yeah, there's this isn't a relaxing class. This is not a oh la 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 class. This is work. But from the work, you're going to get great gains for mobility, stability. So pull the toe, internally rotate it at the hip, nice and tall, double chin, externally rotate, tip at the hip rather than the waist. Double chin, push, 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 push. Top of the head away, push through the palms of the hand, pull that toe to the nose, extend the leg out so straight that you almost feel your heel coming off the floor. Now breathe. You want to feel this in the back of the thigh. Hamstring, breathe, push, 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 push. Breathe. There it goes, it's letting go. Nice. One arm at a time, relax. We're going to the wall. Now you're gonna lie, I'll talk you into this. So I'm gonna crawl over to the wall because crawling's really good for me. It's not like I'm lazy. Okay. And so I'm gonna move that away because that might be the way. So, you're gonna lie on your side. Do this too, John. Just careful of that painting there. Push your derriere quite close to the wall. This is going to make a difference because it's easier to do this than trying to get your butt up close to the wall once you're on your back. So you push your butt right close to the wall. That's it. Or to the couch or whatever. Lie down. Now, you're going to rotate onto your back. Your knees and shoulders are going to come together. In other words, you're not going to pull your shoulders. You're going to take knees and shoulders together. I'm taking the tube with me. There we go. And then up on the wall. Don't you get my wall dirty with those sneakers. All right, turn your toes in. Turn your toes in here. Toes in. There you go. Try to straighten your knees out as much as you can. Double chin. Externally rotate one arm, then the other arm up top, like so. And then you're going to lower one arm at a time overhead, if you can. Your shoulders might not want to do this. Then you go to where they do. Relax your belly. With your eyes, look at your chest. Okay, this is for L5S1. You're going to feel this in your low back start to release. Pull the toes to the nose. Straighten out the knees. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe into it. Think L5S1, just relax. Push, push, push. Good, relax one arm at a time, one knee at a time. Now to get out of this, knees and shoulders are gonna rotate together, like that. And then come out of it. And we're done. Simple as that, folks. So each week we will grow on those exercises. We'll add some more Aldoas, but please do this class at least one more time this week if you're just doing the Fit for Golf program, or if you're want to try some other exercises, you can do tomorrow night's Bliss class or Thursday night's Core and Restore. Now, following this class, I'm going to take you through a series of tests. If you want to do these tests and make little notes as to where you are with different ranges of motion, different areas of the body, and then you can see your progress in 6 weeks. Okay, so I'm going to close off this class, and we're going to start our little testing session right after, and I will be live with that, or I'll post it. So you can do it if you don't have time to do it tonight. Do it anytime. You'll need a piece of paper. You'll need a pen or pencil to record. Okay, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Bye-bye. Say bye, Johnny.